Hey guys, have you ever been in this situation? You've been studying a new language for a while and you go to a store and you say, "Hello, I would like to buy one thingy." And the store owner says, you can't hear a thing. It's really frustrating because sometimes we know we could understand if it were just a little slower. Unfortunately, even if we learn every single word in a language, it doesn't really help if we can't hear it. And the thing is, the vocabulary of most language learners looks like this, with a lot of words that you can understand but you can't hear. When we really want it to look something more like this, we want to be able to hear all the words we know in conversation. So how do we fix it? It takes time, but there's one simple exercise that will definitely fix this problem. It's a really simple process with amazing results. It's true, tried, and tested. It's dictation. Yay! Yep. Dictation. Yay. Listen, write, check. It's all you need to do. You see, the problem is when you're not used to the sounds of a language, you just can't process it fast enough. And just like tying your shoelaces or riding a bike or doing karate, the more you do it, the better you get. Wicked. So we need two things to make this work. The first is a piece of transcription software that musicians use to transcribe or learn songs. The software slows down and loops the sound file to make it easier. I'll put some links in the description to the ones I recommend. Okay, so next is a little harder. We need a sound file that already has a transcription. For example, lots of popular podcasts have transcriptions, and if you're looking for something easier, you can always find something by searching easy reading and then your target language, and looking for something with a downloadable sound file. They can take a little while to find, but usually once you find something, you can use that resource for a very long time. So we have our software, we have our sound file, and we have a script. Now all we have to do is go through the process. So first we listen, looping and slowing the speed of the sound file down to decrease the difficulty.
Este padre de 12 hijos y agricultor de café. Este padre de 12 hijos y agricultor de café.
And then we write what we hear.
Este padre de 12 hijos y agricultor de café. Este padre de 12 hijos y agricultor de café. Este padre de 12 hijos y agricultor de café. Este padre de 12 hijos y agricultor de café.
And then all we have to do is check our script, see what we got right, see what we got wrong, and correct our writing. Depending on the material you chose to study with, sometimes you'll hear most words, sometimes you'll hear no words. And it's not so important that you get it all correct. The important thing is that you spend the time doing the exercise. And even if you don't know some of the words yet, or you don't understand the sentence, that's okay too, because it's just a listening exercise. Okay, and the other thing about this exercise is it's something you'll notice the more you do it. It actually helps with a ton of other things. It's great for vocab review, grammar review, spelling, and especially pronunciation. Most students who think they have problems with pronunciation really have problems with listening. The more you hear a word, for example, the clearer that word comes into your brain, so that when you go to use it, it comes out naturally. And in the opposite way, if you don't do listening practice, your vocabulary remains kind of fuzzy. And when you use it, you're essentially guessing, which of course means that sometimes the words come out weird. If you want to work on pronunciation specifically, after you listen, write, and check, practice repeating the phrase until you can say it with the same pronunciation, tone, and rhythm as the recording. Yay! Okay, so that's it. That's all you really need to do to improve your listening. I recommend that you do it for at least 20 minutes a day, and within a month or so, you'll really start to notice a difference. But remember that listening is just one part of study, and for a complete study menu, you can check out Fox's other videos, and if you found this video helpful, you could click like or subscribe or share it with your friends. Cool! Cheers!